Hi again. Still here at the desk, and the phone overheated before. The phone overheated before and it cut out. But in that time I've managed to get some good luck, or a little bit of good luck. That is to fix my computer. I had all these laptops that were broken somehow, and I just managed to fix one. Not only did I fix it where the screen wasn't working at all, the cable had just come out with a simple fix. But when the screen broke before, I thought, well, I might as well make it touchscreen, but the touchscreen's never worked. And I'm fixing it just now. Miraculously, the touchscreen started working. So it's a positive, and in a way, it's what I absolutely need. I just want to do some design work, forget the world. But coming back to the problem of reality, and just coming up with a solution so my mind can feel at ease, if nothing else. And I can't remember what we got up to. I think we're exploring ideas of how we can maybe remove the feeling that makes the experience personal, the mental health element that could come in at any time and amplify the physical pain nth-fold. And I was saying, in honesty, to be honest with myself, I can't. Not from my perspective. I mean, I'm sure I could. I'm sure there's a possibility that everything might be okay, but coming from a sincere point of view, from my experiences, I can't say that. So is there like a motivational bit of what they call personal development specialist, where I could just, I mean, even if it's as basic as seeing the situation and just reminding myself of a level of acceptance that I have to have over the situation before I'm able to remember that however personal it feels, it doesn't matter. For instance, that however personal it feels, to just repeat to myself in that moment, so I rise above it and not get sucked in. And what sort of affirmation could I tell myself? Because in accepting it, it's terrifying. Accepting any experience level. I mean, what about that? You know, just if I accept it, just to remind myself, look, this is the situation. As I can say, things will only get harder if I don't keep it in check, if I don't keep positive with it. Do you know what's happened? This is the annoyance of my fucking life. And this is why I go around in circles with my mental health. Because in this moment right now, it clicked to me. What are you doing in dress? You've thought this over 2-3 times. You've told yourself, this is life. This is your life. Essentially, take a punching bag approach to life. That you're going to get beaten on a daily basis like a punching bag. And the best thing to do is remember that. Because when you remember that, and you just pace yourself to that beating and accept that nothing you're going to do is going to stop that beating from happening. There is, from experience, there isn't. So the best thing to do is just accept the beating. And there's an element of acceptance and an element of life that I've been able to have from that. But I keep forgetting. I keep fucking forgetting. And I keep falling into massive depressions, massive pits like today. Screaming for hours because of my memory. I look a bit sad, don't I? Because the medication that they give you makes you forget. It depletes choline from the body, and choline is what makes you remember. So it's like, how much am I meant to do? And this isn't nothing new. I've told the GP about this before. But we have an appointment booked on Wednesday because the pain is bad still. And I've agreed to see her on Wednesday. I felt it a bit of a piss take the way I tried to express to her the urgency on the phone, but my mental health takes up 51% of my life. I have to give 51% of my life to my mental health to make sure it's in check. And then thereafter I can deal with everything else. And when the physical pain takes you back 49%, there's no room to think. I have a mental health disorder. And I've been suffering from physical pain for far too long where it's affected my mental health. And that's why I'm comfortable to say it's a physical health problem. As much as my mental health was involved, that's to be given, my mental health is involved with everything in my life. The reason for today's screaming, that's what I mean. It's like, imagine you're viewing your mental health as bad. You need to give 51% straight away, and your physical health is 49% back. So in that moment you can't do a thing. But at least if you had your memory to remember the action plan you put in place for your mental health. You might be able to remember in the moment and say, do you know what, my mental health just needs 20% now, because however much it makes me want to kill myself, that feeling of being personalised, I know from the past few days, not from ages ago, just from the past few days, this has been the modus operandi, the course of action to deal with things, and they've been largely working. But all of a sudden my memory disappears, or possibly because it is that stressful in the moment. It is that terrifying. My physical health, where it might need more than 49%. I think that's what's happening. And in honesty, it's a case of it puts on my mental health. It's no wonder my mental health feels a lot colder, feels a lot harder to deal with. I'll mention this to her about the memory, hopefully. There's nothing more to say. I'm okay for today. I'm going to get a bit on with a bit of design work, because the emotions in me are... It's like I'm trying as a human being, to be a good person, to stay on top of things. And I can't rely on my memory. To keep things light-hearted and positive. Maybe it was the stress from the hospital over the weekend. I lacked focus. Thank you for listening to me, anybody, especially looking like this, sounding like this. But ultimately I come away remembering where I was, but man, getting myself out of where I was today. It still stands, the complaint towards you all this morning. It stands. There's no taking away from it. But Andreas is okay for now. Make every fucking week the most humble week you can. Because that'll buy a shit ton more currency in this world than anything else. At least for us here.